You know, every time I facilitate a workshop on the topic of bullying and incivility, and I ask nurses, tell me about your coworkers. What are some behaviors that really frustrate you? The topic of working with a lazy nurse always comes up. All right, on this episode of Coffee and Conversations about Nurse Bullying, we're going to talk about how to deal with a lazy nurse. Hi, I'm Dr. Renee Thompson. I'm the CEO and founder of the Healthy Workforce Institute. Welcome to Coffee and Conversations about Nurse Bullying. Anytime I hear someone talk about a lazy coworker or somebody who complains all the time about their assignment or who tries to do the least amount of work possible, it tells me that they just have faulty decision making. It's not that people are lazy, well, maybe they are. It's just some people make decisions based on what's best for themselves and not the patients and certainly not their team. I bet you've worked with someone who's like this too. I want to help you with this situation by explaining how the military make decisions. Okay, my husband is law enforcement. He's a retired detective, and he was in the military for many, many years as a military police officer. And I've learned a lot about bad behavior from him. And one thing that I noticed that he would bring up from time to time, and it's something that I've actually read about too, is how the military make decisions. First it's mission, then it's the team, then it's self. About, 15, 16 years ago, he was deployed. He's been deployed, overseas, but 15 years ago he was deployed to Yuma, Arizona for border patrol. And he was in charge of a group of soldiers. And he said to me, their mission was protect the border, no matter what. And every single soldier in his group, they knew without a doubt that the mission was to protect the border. Second, team. In the military, bring everybody back, dead or alive. Team. He told me that every single person, every soldier knew everybody else's role and how that role impacted the mission. Third, self. I think we have it backwards in healthcare. I see a lot of people making decisions based on what's best for themselves. I once worked with a nurse named Carol. Carol, I swear, her mission every day she would come to work was to not get an admission. And Carol would go out of her way all day long to delay transferring her patients to the med-surg unit, because I worked on a step-down unit, just so she wouldn't have to get an admission. And we worked 12-hour shifts, and there, all day long, I'd be chasing Carol, because I was in charge a lot, to, hey, did you transfer that patient? Did you call and give a report? Oh, the bed's not ready. Oh, I tried, but the nurse wasn't ready to take report. All day long, I was trying to get her to transfer her patient. And then there it was, 6:30 at night. There goes Carol down the hallway. I'm taking my patient upstairs, okay, on the stretcher. She hung on to that patient, though, all day, just so she didn't have to get an admission. And when I would start my shift in the morning when I was in charge, I was hit with a list of patients that we needed to take from the OR. Patients who had brain surgery, because we work neuro, and yet she hung on to her patients, and I was trying desperately to get those patients out of the PACU and into a bed. So the one day, I was like, I'm on to her. I went up to the unit that that always took our patients. And I found out the bed had been ready since the day before. And the nurse called for report 4 times. And Carol was the one who was too busy. Gotcha, okay? Busted. I guarantee if her mom was in the PACU and needed a bed, she'd have got her patient out. But do you see the problem with that? A lot of us, and when you hear somebody talk about somebody who's lazy, it may or may not be true. It may be, though, that they're making decisions based on what's best for themselves. You know, I used to do a lot of adjunct faculty work, and I would bring a group of students into a department, and, you know, they would practice, they would learn with the staff there. My first day with those students, I would always have this conversation. I would say, look, when you're done with your 1 or 2 patients, I want you to go to every other nurse in this department and ask them, what can I do to help? What can I do to help? Help, help, help. Then you go to everybody in a supportive role, respiratory, nursing assistant, okay? Even the unit clerk. What can I do to help? What can I do to help? Help, help, help. So that when I see you sitting, I know everybody's been helped. It's about making decisions based on, and in our world, it had better be patients, but then your team, the people, your coworkers, and then yourself. All right. So what do you do? How do you encourage people to make decisions in this way? If you feel someone's making decisions based on what's best for themselves, okay, call them on it. Say this, it seems like you're making this decision based on what's best for you, not the patients and certainly not our team. Let's say you make assignments and you're getting pushback about an assignment or a task that you delegate. Ask, well, I made this decision based on what's best for our patients or based on what's best for our team. Keep reminding people over and over again, it's mission first, then the team. And I'm sorry, but we kind of come last in this decision making. All right, are there any tactics that you use? I would love to read your comments about this common situation below in the notes. And if there's anything that we can do to support you, or if you're looking for more information and more help, just go to our website. It's healthyworkforceinstitute.com. So until our next conversation, take care, be kind, and stay connected.